Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a video where I'm looking at you guys like this in a very long time, so I just thought I should do that for the first part of the video. And today we're going to be basically going through what's going to happen in the masterclass, and also to understand what is a budget. So I did do a video where I spoke mostly Zulu and I was hosted on the radio, Ukhozi FM. So I just decided to do something similar again, so that I can explain what are your numbers, but mostly in English, of course. So the first thing that I want to explain is the masterclasses that I will be hosting live. So it's going to be an hour and a half each class, and I'm actually going to be with you live, where you can ask questions and talk to me, and we can basically have a discussion. So I think what's going to happen is the first hour of the masterclass, we will be going through the topic, which the topic for this masterclass is budgeting for beginners. And then the other 30 minutes will be like questions and answers and discussions. And then that way, I'm going to be able to share everything I want to share, but also you will have time to also ask the questions. This masterclass will be hosted on the 29th of April. We still do have spots left. I'm not going to have a big class just because I want it to be intimate and everyone to get a chance to ask questions. But what's nice about it is that there's also an exclusive WhatsApp group or Slack group. I'm still going to decide which platform we're going to use. My friend did share that Slack is nice because you don't see people's numbers, so that is good for privacy, but I will definitely keep you updated on that. What I like about having an exclusive little corner for us, our BFF corner, our little group, is so that we can keep each other accountable. If you are going through something, you probably have someone else who's going through the same thing in the group, and that is nice to have someone who can relate. But also, if you are like struggling to save and you need some motivation, you'll see someone who's saving this month or this week, and that's going to motivate you to not eat out this week and save the money. But whatever it is, I mean, it's going to help with motivation and accountability, but also to be able to talk to people who are going through the same journey as you of financial freedom. So another thing I do want to explain is what is financial freedom to me. Financial freedom to me is basically affording the life that you are living. Financial freedom to other people is having all the money in the world to buy all the cars in the world, etc. But that's not financial freedom to me. But again, we are not the same, and financial freedom to you is different. Financial freedom to me is different. Success to me is different. Success to you is different. Success to me is being able to work from home and be with my family all the time. Success to you could be to travel the world. We don't have the same definitions, but whatever it means to you, and that when you know that, when you finally have an understanding of what this means to me and this is what I want in my life, then we can then work from there. But if you don't have a direction, you don't know what you want, you'll just copy what everyone else is doing, and you end up not being happy or satisfied with the life you are living. Okay, the reason why I just broke down what is financial freedom and success, it's because the first thing that we're going to be covering in the masterclass, which is very important, is your why. So I do have a worksheet for that. It looks like this. As you can see, I filled in my worksheet. So basically, there is 4 main questions here that we are going to be looking at. So what are your values? What are your financial goals? What can you do each month or each week to get to those financial goals? And how would you feel if you're not achieving these goals? Knowing those answers is going to help you then have a disciplined mindset, because if your value is to be debt-free, you want to pay off debt, is to be, so for example, my value is freedom. I want to be free of time, so I want to be able to work from home. I want to be able to go to watch my child playing sports. I want to be able to travel whenever I want to without having to request leave at work. So things like that. What does that mean to you? So freedom to me is my number one value. I want to live wherever I want and not feel like it's too far from work or whatever. So that freedom for me, but also when you break it down from your value to your goals, what goal can help me reach my freedom? So number one goal is to be debt free. So to get out of debts, I want to stop owing the bank, owing money, whatever. So now what do I need to do in order to be debt free? So I just wrote down some things I need to do with paying off my loan and paying off my car, etc. And then how would I feel if I do not chase after this value, if I don't chase after this goal? How will that make me feel? That's when it touches your emotions. That's when you tap into that emotion of how would it feel to not live the life you want? How would it feel to not be debt free? How would it feel to not buy the house you want? How would it feel, to keep working at your full-time job that you are not happy at, or whatever it is? So that's when you have an understanding of why this is important to you, how bad you want this, and how you cannot afford to not achieve this value and this goal. So that is your why. That's a worksheet that is free that you will get at the masterclass. And then after that, we're going to tap into understanding your numbers. So what are your numbers? So we're going to look at, there's a worksheet like this, that is your yearly debt and spending overview. So as you can see how the worksheet looks, it's got each month and also saving and debt. So we're going to list our debt and our savings and each month how we are looking this year. And I'm going to explain also everything with that. And then we're going to have a yearly spending overview. That's another worksheet that looks like this. So this is an overview for your spending and your bills, not your savings and debt. So we're going to have a look at how are you tracking. So for example, we're going to write our months. So we're approaching May, so we're going to start in May and go for 12 months up until the next April, and we're going to keep track of our expenses. So for example, if your goal is to reduce your eating out, you then can keep track every single month. How are you looking? Are you working on reaching your goals, or are you just off? Then we're going to also have a calendar. This calendar is going to basically write down all your bills, when they're due, the normal calendar that you know, but this is how this one looks. So as you can see, I've wrote down some of my bills over there already. I'm already working on May. And then we have long spending trackers. This worksheet, I like it, so you're going to get 2 of them. I like it because every time you spend, you're going to write it down so that once you start doing this. So let me explain this worksheet. Why is it important? So every time you spend money, even if you buy data, you're going to write it on the worksheet. Write on the worksheet. When it's full, you're going to complete the other one. When you are done, you will then create a budget for the following month using this. So that's when our next masterclass will then come in. But it will be nice to know your actual numbers, not what you think it's supposed to be, but your actual numbers, because you tracked every single spending in May. Okay. And then there's another worksheet that I forgot to print out, but that worksheet will basically help you budget your variable, fixed expenses, debt and saving all in one. So those are the free worksheets that you get at the masterclass. Also, another thing that we are going to be covering at the masterclass is how to pay some debt. So I'm not going to go deep into debt because, again, it's basically for beginners. I don't want to confuse you. We are going to have another class about just specifically debt, but I think it's something that if you're a beginner, I want you to also have an understanding over as well. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to cover. The masterclass is going to be on the 29th, which is this coming Saturday. There are some spots left. If you are interested, the link is going to be on the description below. And now what we are going to do is we are going to just have a look at my why. So I'm going to bring you now on top so that you can see me writing. Okay, so this is obviously our BFF, our monthly budget planner. It's called the Budget for Freedom Journal. So I'm going to be doing a budget with me for May on YouTube, as I usually do. It does help to keep other people accountable, and also it's just nice to have someone that you're budgeting with. So this is how the BFF looks. If you don't have one, it's currently on sale and it's linked also on the description below. Okay, so this is the worksheet to figure out your why. This space I've left here is for you to be honest with yourself. Why do you need this? Why can you not mess this up? Why is messing this up going to ruin everything? So once you're in touch with your values, when you know your values, and you set your goals according to your values, you will then have a plan of how you can achieve these goals because you want to reach these values. Now you have to ask yourself, why would it really suck not achieving this? Okay, so the question is, how would you feel if you never get to achieve these goals? So be honest with yourself. So I know for me, I would feel trapped. And I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. I hate that I have to request leave, and not to be horrible or anything, but I don't like it, and I would like to have the freedom to just go somewhere if I want to, but I can't have that because I cannot afford it. I have to work hard in my full-time job, you know, and there's obviously other values, and one of my other values is to grow my business, you know, to be a businesswoman, and I need more time to do that. So again, I need the freedom to do that, you know, because when I come home, I'm so tired. I have to pack orders, etc. So it kind of takes away from other things that I could be doing, like other videos I could be recording for you, other day in the life videos of how I meal prep, of how I do this and do that. So it's just a lot of things. And tapping into emotionally, how does it feel to not achieve these goals, will then build the discipline. Will build the discipline. Once you know your why, once you know why this is so important to you, like one of my other videos, okay, actually my recent video from Ukhozi FM, I said putting a name on your goal will then start creating the emotion. So if you put the name of, I'm saving my 100 envelope challenge to buy a house, to deposit a house, so the bank will see that I have enough money to afford this house for my family, for my kids. If you take money away from that 50,000 Rand, you've taken a home away from your children. You've taken freedom of having your own home from yourself. So it now taps into you emotionally that you're like, you know what, it's fine. I will not buy this handbag, I will not buy these shoes because this home is very important to me. So I really hope this made sense. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely be excited to see you at the masterclass because you will get to like you meeting me, asking me questions, but also we will keep in touch even on WhatsApp or Slack, whichever works better. I'm going to try Slack. WhatsApp has been good, but I'm going to try Slack as well and see which one is good for the best for you, of course. But yeah, I will definitely keep you updated as well on Instagram, and I am so excited for the masterclass, but also I will be uploading the next YouTube video next week, Saturday. Bye.